Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. A question I was asked a few times is, what does it say on the cover of the Quran? And indeed, as a convert, I can relate to that question. There's something beautiful about Arabic calligraphy, Islamic calligraphy. There's something intriguing. You look at it, you're asking yourself, what does this mean? You want to know. You want to figure out what is it saying. Art altogether, Islamic art, has always been throughout history a way for Muslims to express their faith. In a way, you can say that appreciating the beauty of something in the creation of Allah is in a way appreciating Allah. And so art is actually closely intertwined, closely connected to faith, and closely connected. I always say this to my students: an artist will be good at reading the Quran, memorizing the Quran, connecting with the Quran, reciting the Quran. I like students who work on the Quran and are artists at the same time. Doesn't mean you have to like all sorts of arts, but any type of art that's connected to the creation of Allah is beautiful and is connected to faith. So I just pulled up on the internet a few calligraphies to just show you how in Arabic is very special, because letters don't have to be in a line. Letters, there's actually barely any rules to follow as far as positions of the letters. And also some of the rules that go, when it comes to connecting letters together. When you type or when you write, you're supposed to connect letters in a certain way. When you go into Arabic calligraphy, there are still rules which I don't know at all, but they're not the same. There are some rules of connecting that don't apply to calligraphy. That doesn't mean that anybody can just be a calligrapher. There's some rules that I have no idea about them, but I just find it very beautiful. So on the screen is actually Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. You have the ba over here, and then sin, and the meme here. We don't see the buckle, you could say the loop of the meme, but it's still a meme over here. So bism, and then Allah, the word Allah I should say, is here, over here. And then al-ra, and then the ha is complete, connecting to the meme, and then connecting to the noon of ar-Rahman with the small dagger alif over here. And then coming across the word ar-Rahman, you have ra again, and then up here, him. So the ha is complete, and then there's a wave for the ya and the two dots coming at the bottom. This wave over here represents the ya, and then the meme at the end for rahim at the end. So this is Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Let me show you a few other ones to decipher. This is a mirror calligraphy, meaning what's on the right hand side of it is the actual Arabic text, and the left hand side, the entire thing on the left, is just a replication, a symmetrical mirrored replication of whatever's on the right. So if you want to figure out how to read it, you just read the right side of it. And this is, how does it start? It starts over here. This is a fa, for which the dot, I believe, is this one. This is a meme again. There's no loop, it's just a meme. And then this is a noon, faman. And then here you have the ya, ayn, meme, lam, going across to the other side, I guess, with the two dots for the ya, ya'mal. So this is in Surah Al-Zalzala, Surah number 99, the last ayah, the second to last ayah, فَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ. And the way I like to look at calligraphy is that if it's too complicated, I don't even try. But if it looks like, wait, maybe I can make out some letters, and then when I recognize a word, I think about it, and then I think about, wait, is this a surah I know, or a phrase I know? And this was the case for this one. I recognized the bottom and I said, oh, I know this. Actually, I recognize this part over here. Meme, and then tha with the three dots in line, instead of making them in the way they make them in regular writing. The tha would have three dots in a triangle. Here they're in line. Meme, tha, and then qaf with the two dots, alif, and lam, which makes mithqal. فَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ خَيْرًا yara. So yara is at the top over here, which is an ayah from Surah Al-Zalzala, Surah number 99. Another one that I found beautiful when I was looking it up on the internet. This is relatively easy, especially if you know a few words of Arabic. You have the word Allah over here. Then you have the word Nur down here. Allah, Nur. Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth. So heavens is al-samawat. And the ta, where's the ta? Oh, the ta came above. Samawa was all in line, but then the ta came above here. And then al-ard, the alif hamza over here, ra and dad. So Allahu nuru samawati wal ard. Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth. So now going to the Quran, which was the original question, this is the one that has the most things, which is, it's good to know what they're saying. So over here, the centerpiece is al-Qur'an. So you have the qaf over here with the two dots, and then the hamza that goes after the ra was moved to the right hand side. So alif, lam, qaf, ra, and then alif with a hamza, instead of having a hamza on top of it, the hamza came down here. Al-Qur'an with the noon at the end, which could look like a ra or noon sometimes, and with the dot over here. So Al-Qur'an, and then after that, the second alif over here, or I guess this would be the alif of Qur'an, and this would be the alif of the next word. I guess that makes more sense. Al-Ka-Ri, and then you have the top here for the ya, and the two dots are below here. Ya, and then meme at the end. So this is another meme where you don't see the loop. Al-Qur'an Al-Kareem, the noble Qur'an. But what else does it say here? It also says, I guess this doesn't move, okay. At the top, tafsir wa bayan, which means that it is a explanation and clarification. Ala hamish, on the side column, I believe this is kalimatul Qur'an. This is a different style of calligraphy, so you kind of have to guess. There's a little bit of guesswork. The noon at the end here is a spiral. The kalimat, the ta of kalimat doesn't actually have two dots, it just has one larger dot. So there's some guesswork involved in reading calligraphy. So this is kalimatul Qur'an, tafsir wa bayan ala hamish. The words of the Qur'an, explanation and clarification on the side column. Over here, mushaf at-tajweed, which mushaf is the word for a copy of the Qur'an, literally means the page container. So the page container of tajweed, it is this print, this copy of Qur'an contains tajweed. It has the color codings for tajweed. That's what it says over here. Then we have this small portion here, which is just a phrase of the Qur'an, just an inspirational phrase that they put on the cover. وَرَتِّلِ الْقُرْآنَ تَرْتِيلًا, from Surah Al-Muzammil, Surah number 73, I believe, somewhere in the beginning of the surah. And then over here we have مع فهرس مع مواضيع القرآن. So it just tells us that there is a summary or an index of where the different surahs are in the Qur'an. And this is Darul Ma'rifah, the publisher for this Qur'an. Sometimes it'll say other things. This is just a picture I found on the internet, so I used it. There's multiple copies of the Qur'an. This is a very different one. Let me see if I can zoom. There we go. Can I slide? I can't slide. Okay. Let's zoom. So this time it doesn't say Al-Qur'an, it's just Qur'an. And then Majid. So the meme is on top of the jim. And then the ya with the two dots a little bit to the side. So this is Qur'an Majid. And I noticed that there's a few that are printed this way. The reason they don't have the alif lam on both of the words, it should be Al-Qur'an Al-Majid. This would be the proper grammatical way to say it. But the reason they don't have alif lam in front of it is because this is copy-paste. These two words come copy-paste at the end of Surah Al-Buruj, Surah 85, where Allah says, this is a Qur'an that is Majid. This is a majestic Qur'an. This is a very noble recital that you're hearing. So there's no alif lam in that particular ayah in Surah Al-Buruj, Surah 85 of the Qur'an, at the end of the surah. I can't figure out what this says. I believe it's actually not Arabic. I don't know, 100%. Nor can I figure out what this is at the bottom. But over here, it's Tashrih al-Qur'an, so it has some explanation of the Qur'an. And then here is just the first phrase after Al-Fatiha, ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ. This is the book, no doubt about it. This is the book of guidance, no doubt about it. So every publisher will have different things on the front of the Quran. This is another one I found. It has another ayah at the top, which is an ayah from Surah Al-Hijr on the first page, Surah number 15. 16? 15, I believe. Inna nahnu nazzalna al-dhikra wa inna lahu. So this is a special calligraphy type of hu. Lahu lahafidhun, which is the ayah where Allah says, indeed we, meaning Allah or Allah and His angels, indeed we have sent down the Quran gradually, or not the Quran, sorry, we have sent down gradually the message. Allah calls the Quran a message, and we indeed are the ones who have taken ownership of preserving it, making sure it'll be preserved. So this is the, quote of the Quran or snippet of the Quran that this publisher decided to put on the cover of the Quran, but there can be any variations of those different things. Hope this was inspirational. Thank you for watching. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.